mean they are off your screen. So I do apologize for that. Happens. Live safaris. But, you know, perfect timing and all. I got a surprise for you. We're all excited. What could my surprise be? There it is. I don't want to move too far forward because otherwise I'm going to block the view for the people that cannot come on to Djuma. Would you look at that? How special is that? Hello, mister. Long time no see. Oh, you've grown so much. Gorgeous boy. I just heard the report now. We actually have Tristan to thank for it because I was busy chattering away to you about the hippos, and Tristan called me to say I must go quickly, just a little bit to the west of where we were. And there we go. Looks like Hosanna to me. Wonderful. How special is that? We've had lion, we've had hyena, we've had leopard, we've had 3 of the top 5 predators in less than 2 hours. I'm chuffed. I'm very, very chuffed indeed, especially to see this special little leopard. And the fact that you can watch him live wherever you are in the world, from the comfort of your armchair, perhaps with a cup of coffee, in which case I'm quite envious, is an amazing, amazing thing. He is looking south towards our southern boundary. I hope he doesn't decide to go that way. For our new viewers, this is a young leopard called Hosanna. Pretty sure it's him. Well, I cannot believe how much he's grown. He really has. He seems to have just... Is he calling? Is he calling or is he just coughing? Clearing his throat. I'm just signaling to one of the other vehicles. Not, as we've spoken about, the fact that not everybody can drive where we can drive, and we can't always drive where everybody can drive. Fortunately for us, we can actually drive right up to this leopard. But the poor people next to us have to sit about 100 meters away from him and look at him. Fortunately, judging by the size of the camera lenses on that vehicle, that's not a problem, and that's actually probably as close as they are physically capable of getting and still getting a photograph. He is calling. He's calling. David, you say now find a cheetah and complete the big cat trio. I'll do my best, David. I appear to have broken my rotten spell of bad luck. Who is he calling to, though? Is he calling to his sister? He's just giving that gentle sound. Who are you after, mister? Standing by. Copy. Perfect. Thanks, Peter. He's calling up here. I don't know whether his sister's maybe around somewhere. Yeah. Peter's just very kindly letting me know that we can go a little bit closer. I really want to see Shungile and Hosanna this morning. I know that's very spoilt of me, but just to really get an idea. I haven't seen Shungile in ages and ages and ages. Let's just sit here patiently. This is probably going to be our best view for now. I know he's quite hidden on top of the termite mound, but I'm really hoping Shungile is going to suddenly emerge. Now, we heard reports yesterday that, now this is where it gets a bit complicated, but further south from where we are now, Thandi, their oldest sister, killed a kudu and brought her cub, who is therefore Hosanna's nephew, and just a little bit younger than Hosanna, and Hosanna and Shungile also joined the scene, only to be chased off by a male lion. Did you all keep track of that? because it does get rather complicated. So basically, essentially, to try and explain it in slightly clearer terms for our new viewers, this cub, he's not quite a cub anymore. He's almost at the sub-adult point. I mean, he's certainly been looking after himself. Oh, this could get tricky. I think we better keep up with him here. Him and his sister are the son and daughter of Queen Karula, the dominant female leopard of this area. Oh. Where are you going to take us, boy? Into the worst block in the world. Exactly where the lion took Tristan. So they are the daughter and the son of Karula, but Karula's had raised 5 successful litters to adulthood, which means that her oldest litter, Thandi and Shadow, are now 10 years old and have had cubs of their own. He's scent marking. Okay, not quite fully scraping his feet. So not a full territorial display. Look at his chuffing. Good morning. You want to know how many big game kills Hosana has made. Fortunately, he's not a big game hunter. He hasn't managed to catch any elephants or anything like that. I actually don't know. We don't know. We know he's killed an impala. We know that his sister has killed a deka. Oh, Hosana. My boy, do we have to go through here? It's like following your mum. We don't know exactly. For our new viewers, you'll notice that we're driving over trees. This particular tree that I'm driving over is a bush encroacher. It's a bush encroachment species, and trust me, it would take far more than my vehicle to stop them from growing. They will pop back up in no time at all. Is that... Are you sure that's Hosana? Hold on a second. Must be. Okay, I just want to get a better view of his face now that we're close. I just want to... Oh, this is horrible. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm going to get us a better position. Luckily for us, James has found some grass, which is pretty tough at the moment, to show you. Well, speaking of sublime, that was a sublime moment where just as James sent you across to the beautiful view that we had of our leopard, we've now got a tail, which means that you have to put up with me going all the way around this termite mound again. So everybody buckle up, fasten your safety belts, watch your heads, watch your sides, watch your hands. Please keep all limbs inside the vehicle, because otherwise the branches will come out and smack you. So watch out. Did you just laugh at me for stalling, Ferg?
No, I laughed.
I will throw you off. No, fair enough. That was a bad stall as well. Rusty stalls easily, okay? Just you wait. Just you wait. Oh my word. Hosana. Okay, round we go. Back into the monkey orange thicket. He's still calling. And he's now looking south. I much preferred it when he was looking north. Oh, look, a game path. Yay. See, Ferg? That's what happens when you laugh at me. I'm not intentionally trying to smack Ferg in the face. Now, I'm not going to send you over to James just yet, because we're about to get the best view of this leopard that we have had. And my boy. There you go. Perfect. Listen, you can hear him calling. You're not Hosanna. It's not a male. Aren't we looking at Thandi? Am I going completely mad? This changes things completely. I'm looking straight into her face going, this is not Hosanna. Oh goodness. And of course now we go back around the other side of the termite mound. What is happening? This is the third time this week I've been called into a male that's a female or a female that's a male. Sorry everybody, I got called into a young leopard. No wonder she's calling, it's Thandi, she's looking for Tamba. But this does say something. She is now right in the center of Karula's territory. Right in the center. This is the heart of Karula's territory. This is Karula's daughter Thandi. And the fact that she's here, I can just see the tip of her tail. No wonder she's calling. It makes so much more sense. I thought I was losing my mind. Well, at least we got a view of her. Wow. We're actually lucky she didn't decide to hiss at us. Thandi actually needs a lot more personal space than Hosanna and Shongile. Okay, so now, dear watcher, yes, I think she does know that the lion is here, or around here. I don't think that the lion knows that she's here, but I do think she would have known. Let's give her a bit of extra space here. There she is. She's looking for Tamba, her son. Oh, she nearly fell in a hole. But you can see how unfamiliar with this property she is at the moment. She's not taking the usual paths. No wonder I said it was like following Karula. It's her daughter. Of course it's like following Karula. And also explain why Hosanna suddenly got so big. It's because it's not Hosanna, it's an adult leopard. Really? Yes, I think she knows the lion is around. She would have heard him roaring. And she probably can smell him. Leopards are very good at avoiding lions, for the most part. It only very seldom happens that they're taken by surprise. So, that changes things. Yesterday, we had the story of Thandi killing the kudu. Our Trutan, you want to know if leopards bury their feces like cats? Not always. Occasionally. Particularly if they defecate near a kill. They, for some reason, decide now they need to hide the scent of their scat to deter scavengers, even though the smell of the kill should be perfectly sufficient. But otherwise, no, they're not as fastidious as cats are. Hello, big girl. Every time she stops, I stop as well, because I don't want to distract her from calling, and I don't want Tamba not to be able to hear her calling. See how cautious she is. She's not walking like she owns the place. This is not within her normal territory at all. But she's looking for her son. Now yesterday there was that kudu kill by Thandi. I can't believe I didn't recognize my favorite leopard straight away. I just didn't see her face properly. She killed a kudu, she brought her son Tamba, and then Hosanna and Shongile apparently showed up, although I'm now starting to doubt that, because I was told this was Hosanna that I was coming to, so, you know, some serious confusion. And then the lion stole her kill. Maybe they chased the cub away. Maritza, you want to know what's going to happen now with Shongile? I don't know. I think Thandi and Shadow are both going to push further into Karula's territory. I think Thandi, as the naturally bolder sister, is going to do so quicker, which is one of the reasons why I don't personally, whatever the reasons for Karula's absence, whatever they may be, and at this point, honestly, you can decide what you believe because we don't know. But I don't support the theory that Karula left her piece of territory to Shongile, because Shongile is not ready to defend it, and Karula would know that. So there's no way on earth that she's disappeared now as she has because she's leaving a piece of her territory to Shongile. Because Thandi will come straight in and take it, which is what she's doing. I don't know what will happen to Shongile, but don't panic, because just because Shongile might not have her mother's territory doesn't mean she won't establish herself somewhere. She's just got to stay out of the way of her big sister, or her big sisters, for a while. That's all she's got to do. And keep hunting for herself, keep looking after herself. She'll be okay. At the moment, she's not a threat to Thandi. I don't think Thandi would be terribly impressed to see her, but she's not a threat to Thandi. And the fact that she survived that whole saga yesterday suggests to me that Thandi's not going to go out of her way to attack Shongile. But Shongile may not be able to establish herself here, because this may become part of Thandi's territory. And until Shongile is big enough and confident enough... Hey, gorgeous. I'm so sorry. Keith, you wanted to know how I knew that scent marking wasn't a full territorial display. Well, if I'd looked properly, I would have known that it was a full territorial display, because initially I was working under the assumption it was a male. And if I'd looked properly underneath the tail, I would have seen that was very clearly not the case. I just thought it was cold this morning, once again. But that for a female was a full territorial display. A male would scrape his feet for it to be a full territorial marking for him. I think she's going to pop out again here. So let's just wait. Here she comes. There we go. Oh, she's going back south again. Where's your boy? I love this leopard. She's such a fantastic female. At the same time, she's killed an adult female waterbuck, kudu, yesterday. The one who is loved and not the little chief, despite the mass confusion that abounded this morning. The one who is loved is really testing everyone's love. No, I'm joking. She's just testing my driving skills. We could lose her very shortly. She's going to go into some really horrible stuff. Basically where Tristan lost the lion. Just a little bit to the east of that. Standing by Lee. Lee, keep coming north. She's got to this drainage to the north of Twin Dams, the one near Elephant Carcass. I might lose her in here, so it might be worth you standing by on the northern side of this drainage line. Okay, here we go. I'm going to lose her here. No, I'm not. I'm not going to lose her here. I'm going to be positive and I'm going to drive down there, depending on where she goes. That is the attitude we expect. I owe Thandi better that. Debbie, you want to know how do I recognize different leopards? Well, if I'd looked properly, I would have recognized her instantly. But again, I went off the assumption that what I'd been told was correct, and that was a fatal flaw, because it is quite, as soon as she looked at me, I knew it was Thandi. Scientific ways to look at the spot patterns of the leopard. And I think this might be our last view of her for now. You look at the spot patterns, the whisker spot patterns, the top row on the right, the top row on the left, and you keep counting them. From there, you get a 2-3 or a 4-3 or a 3-3, and that is unique to the leopards in the area. It doesn't mean that two leopards can't have the same spot pattern. It just means that they are in this particular area. Say, for example, one leopard has a 3-3 spot pattern. You then know which individual it is. I prefer looking at the faces themselves, the structure of their faces. Okay, hold on, everybody. This could be very interesting. The structure of their faces and other identifying marks. Some people, for example, the most obvious one is the wow on Karula's forehead. The other good example is Tingana's necklace. Mosana has three necklaces on his chest of spots. So it really depends on the individual. Please, please, please be there. There she is. There she is, everybody. Patiently to see which way she goes. Now, Leslie Haynes, can you please, actually everybody, if you could just hold off for 1 second, let me just try and get this poor woman in. She's desperately trying to get hold of me. Lily. Lee, I think I've got your audio. Are you driving north along Twin Dams Road? Keep coming, go through the drainage, and then take your first left. She's in the drainage now, but she's looking north. Sorry. Okay. So, we have a question about whether or not she would be scouting the area to check that it's safe before bringing Tumba. Yes, I think there's a little bit of a combination of both happening here. She was looking for Tumba earlier, now she's not. Now she's scent marking, and she's moving further and further and further into Karula's territory. Which way are you going to go? Yeah, Lee, keep cup. Oh, doesn't want to work. My radio doesn't want to work. Okay, we've got to keep up with her. I think now she is scouting to see if it's safe, to see if this territory really is abandoned. Because she hasn't heard Karula call in a while. She hasn't seen her scent mark. No, that way's going to be better. Hold on, everybody. Okay. Watch out. We're in so much trouble. We're in so much trouble. See you. I still see you. No, don't go that way. Please don't go that way. Okay, we're going that way. There she is over there. Sorry, this gave my breath back. Okay, I need to catch up with the poor lady who's trying to find the sighting who's just driven past. I'm going to send you over to James, who's enjoying his stroll, potentially more than I'm enjoying driving through here.